Neesha and Kyle here with the Couples Challenge Journal. We are here to talk to you today about what the Challenge Journal is. Years ago, when we were first married, we've been married over 10 years now, we were struggling in communicating with each other and needed a little help. And because we weren't communicating, we weren't getting a lot of progress within our lives. And so I remembered something my mom used to do when we were young. She was a single mom of 7, and she would help us communicate with her by writing in a journal and then sticking it under our pillow, and then we would write back to her and stick it under her pillow. So sometimes it'd be like words of encouragement, or maybe she'd be going through a hard time and she wanted some advice from her kids, or just vice versa. We wanted advice from her. Maybe it was a touchy subject that we didn't really want to talk to her in person about, because some things are easier just to write down, and so we would stick it under her pillow. Anyway, it was a really good communication tool for us. And so I thought about this early on in Kyle and I's marriage when we were kind of struggling, and so we started this, and it was so fun. It was so fun to come home from work and get ready for bed, and I find this journal, and it had like a sweet love note, or maybe it was talking about goals we were trying to accomplish. Just a really fun way to communicate with each other. And then I would write in it and put it under his pillow. And so because we started communicating better through that, it allowed us to think about, hey, we can actually talk about stuff now. Let's think about like what we want to do with our lives. Like, let's start crushing this game of life together. And so we decided to come up with the Couples Challenge Journal.
Yeah. So it's a tool to really do that, to help you communicate in your relationship and to achieve bigger goals than what you're doing so far. And we've been very, very fortunate and blessed to have achieved some really awesome things and support each other in achieving those things. So Neesha has started her own business in doing woodworking called Ma Roots. Neesha's completed a half Ironman. She's completed more marathons than I could count. She learned to play the harp. She became a fitness instructor. And I've been able to support her in all of those goals. And I am an Inc. 5000 entrepreneur. So my company is one of the fastest growing in the United States. I've become a best-selling author. I have been in Forbes and the New York Times, and I have a podcast. And all of these things that we've been able to achieve. We have a wonderful family. We have 3 healthy, awesome boys. We are able to do some of the things that we've always dreamed about doing, take some of those vacations. And all of these things are because we started to communicate effectively, and we started to set goals, and we had a way of working toward those goals together. And that is exactly what the Challenge Journal is all about. It's a tool that actually gives you step by step how to communicate better. And it allows you to communicate in the most tangible way by actually writing your thoughts and feelings. And that makes them so real. And it enables you to have really meaningful conversations back and forth and discover things that you wouldn't really know otherwise, both about yourself and about your partner. So this tool, the Challenge Journal, and the accompanying resources, so there's a full reflection guide that help you recognize, how do I think more deeply about my own experiences? There's a co-journaling guide that helps you recognize, how do I actually support my partner in the things that they're striving for? There are prompts within the journal, and then the journal itself is not just a blank journal. So it's not just blank pages that you're jotting back and forth, which that's a phenomenal way to start. This journal actually has 12 specific challenges that we challenge you as a couple to go through and then journal about together. And by doing those 12 challenges, it will truly transform your relationship. It has for hours. It has created a relationship that, in all honesty, we always dreamed about having. It's the kind of relationship that couples honestly look at and say, I want that relationship. And we are so blessed and fortunate to have that. And that's why we created this tool, is because we're not special. Mm-hmm. There's nothing special about us that says we're the only ones that can do it. Any relationship can have what we have, and this is a phenomenal tool to help get you there.
Yeah, I know, obviously, firsthand exactly what he's saying, because we are living it. We are living, walking testimonies of how this has changed our lives, to be able to communicate and to reach for our goals together and have someone with us the entire way, rooting for us and saying, you can do it, and what can I help you with, because I'm here for you. And that's so encouraging. And that's what you can get from the couples journal.
Absolutely. So we encourage you to pick up the challenge journal and the resources that come with it. And by doing that, we just give you all of the confidence that we have that you can achieve phenomenal goals together. Goals that you could never achieve by yourself. And you can have the relationship and the communication and get to know your partner in a way that you just don't even quite recognize yet. So pick up your challenge journal today and create that change, that relationship that you've truly been looking for.